Hi everybody, welcome to Barre with Mary. Today we have a 45-minute full body barre class. So this class is going to be low impact and is going to strengthen you head to toe. We're going to get the core, the arms, the glutes, the hamstrings, the quads. It's all working today. For equipment, we'll be using two things. We'll be using a set of light wrist weights. So I have my 1 pound wrist weights on today. At one point, halfway through class or so, we're going to switch the weights down to the ankles. If you want a heavier set for the lower body, feel free to do that. If you don't have wrist weights, no worries. You could just use hand weights. I would go a little heavier if you're doing hand weights, maybe 2 or 3 pounds in place of the wrist weights, okay? The other thing you're going to need today is some kind of stable surface, like a chair or a wall or a counter for some standing seat work that we will do at the very end of class. So if you're ready to go, get all your equipment and let's get started. Start with your weights around your wrists, and we're going to start in a wide turnout position today, okay? So I'm going to take your feet wide, and I want you to externally rotate. So turn your legs out, heels are in, inner thighs are rotating forward. From here, we're going to bend our knees, sliding our hands to the inner thighs, and just take a moment here, kind of gently rock from side to side, opening up the hips, checking in with the lower body, seeing how you're feeling today. Take a breath in here, and let it go. On your next inhale, I want you to lift up, almost opening the chest. On your exhale, twist, left shoulder to right knee. Inhale through center, and then we'll switch, right shoulder to left knee, just side to side here. Inhaling, opening and lifting. Exhaling, getting a little twist, pressing the opposite thigh out, getting a stretch into the inner thighs, a little twist through the mid-spine. One more time. And then come through to center. And I want you to lift up, stacking the shoulders over the hips. Hands can just come to your hips here. We're going to rise up, lower down. Go lift and lower. Now you can stay right here, or we're going to squeeze the elbows in, and we're at a little press out and squeeze. Go reach and squeeze. If you want to pick up the tempo here, feel free to do that. I want you to start by just really getting a little bit of opening into the hips, a little bit of space across the chest here. And then as we squeeze the elbows in, really activating through the side body, pulling the obliques away from the elbows. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last one up. Hold this one down, hands are gonna come to the heart. From here, I want you to take a pulse. And then I want you to hinge forward, rotate the legs to parallel, wide leg squat, take a pulse. So it's turn it out, it's parallel. It's turn it out, it's parallel. Torso lifts up, torso hinges forward. You've got it, lift it up, hinge it forward. 4 more, turn it out, parallel. So you're getting this rotation through the thighs, in the hip joint here. Last 2 lifts, hinge. Last one, lift, hinge. Now find that wide turnout, hold it. Little pulses down, go down and down. You've got it. Drop and drop. Push down into the heels. Squeeze them towards each other. Give me 8, 6, go 4, 3, 2. Inhale, rise up, reach the arms high. Exhale, rotate legs parallel, wide leg forward fold. Melting over both legs. Maybe you sway the upper body here. I like to take a little rock side to side with my hips. One more breath in here. And take a breath out. Now walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. Find a downward dog. Plant the hands. Lift the hips high, pressing the heels down towards the mat. Chest reaches back towards your thighs. If you want to pedal through the feet, you're welcome to do that. Big inhale. And on your exhale, roll through the spine, coming to your high plank. And we're just going to hold this high plank to start. Push down into all 10 finger pads. Squeeze your thumbs towards each other. Press the mat away as you really spread your shoulder blades wide here. Reach back through the heels. And then feel the heels of your hands and your toes really pulling towards each other here as you lift the abdominals up. Push up through the back of the head, opening up through throat. Take a big breath in here. Take a big breath out here. One more time, long inhale. Stay for the exhale. Lift the hips up, down dog. Again, you're welcome to pedal the feet. Maybe you shake out the head a little. Take a moment, breathe here. We have one more plank to finish our warm-up. Inhale. And on your exhale, roll through the spine, back to that high plank position. Establish that same strength in your abdominals you just had. Press up to the back of the head. Pull the hands and the toes towards each other. Lift up through the belly. Take an inhale. On your exhale, march the left leg up. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale, right leg march. Inhale, lower. Keep going side to side at your pace. If you want to pick up the pace here, start to elevate the heart rate a little, you're welcome to do that. If you want to stay slow, great. The main focus I want you to have here is on your hips. You want to make sure the hips are not rocking side to side as you lift the leg. If your hips are rocking, your abdominals are not activating the way that we want them to here. Okay, so really think about wrapping the sides of the waist in, lifting up to the low belly, and continue to breathe. Give me 4, 3, 2, last one, hips high, down dog. Breath in here, breath out. Walk your feet forward to your hands, push down into the heels, bend the knees and roll up one vertebrae at a time, coming all the way up to stand. If you're using hand weights, grab them now, spin to face me. We're gonna start with thigh work today, okay? Heels together, toes a few inches apart. Narrow V is where we're starting. Hands are gonna start on the hips. Lift the heels slightly, squeeze them together, and send your knees forward, okay? You've got this nice V shape in your legs. From this position, arms reach out to the side, palms flip up. We're gonna take a bicep curl. We're gonna reach it out. Pick up the tempo, in and out. Squeeze and reach. So isometric hold in the legs. You're squeezing your heels in towards each other. And then we're pressing the inner thighs open here, okay? So really think about how you have that opposition of heels squeezing in, thighs pressing out. That's gonna stabilize your knee joint. It's gonna give you a little bit more work into the inner and outer thighs. Knees are bent and chest is lifted. So your shoulders are stacked over your hips here. 4 more bicep curls. 3, 2, bend it in half, hold it, flip the palms to face me, squeeze the elbows in. Float the arms open. Squeeze them in, float them open at the legs, lower it down, lift it up. Exhale, lower, inhale, lift. So as we move through the legs here, we're not coming all the way up to straight. We're just sinking lower in this bent knee position and then coming up to that starting position. So I want you to start to feel some heat build into your quadriceps here. It's pretty mean of me to put you right into thigh work and arm work to start class, I know, but then it'll be over with, so that's always good news. 2 more. No one ever said I was nice. Last one, down. Lift, now take it down, hold it there, keep going with the arms, open them out, squeeze them in. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze. 2 more, open, and squeeze. Now take the arms out, hold it, pulse the arms up, and up. Now option, pulse the legs down, go a little down, little down. Wrists are stacked over your elbows, and you can see both arms in your peripheral vision. So you're not so wide that your ribcage is flaring open. Push down into your big toe, squeeze your heels together, pulse your hips for 8, 6, go 4, 3, 2, stay there, extend the arms out, palms are facing me, press the arms back, go a little back, little back. Now option, press the thighs back and back. Relax the shoulders. Reach up to the crown of the head. Maybe sink a little lower on the hips. This is your final variation in this narrow V shape. We have a hold in 16. In 12. Keep breathing. 8 more, go 8. Go 6. It's 4, 3, 2. Here's your hold, inhale. Exhale, reach the arms a little straighter. Squeeze the heels, sink the hips a little lower. Hold right here, 4, 3, 2. Rise up, lower your heels. Keep this turned out shape in your legs. Just walk your feet out, shoulders distance, okay? Turned out squat. Extend the arms behind you. Come into a squat. Bending your knees, taking your hips back. Palms are facing each other, back behind you. Pause here. Push into your heels. Squeeze your heels towards each other. From this position, we're gonna rise up, bicep curl or hammer curl, hinge forward, bending the knees, coming to that squat. You've got it, up and down, rise and squat. Tricep kick back every time you lower. Here's an opportunity. If you're looking for a little more speed, a little more heat, you could add a heel lift. If you're feeling like really spicy today, you could add a little jump. I'm not feeling very spicy. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. Last one up. Hold it down, pulse the arms up and up. Keep going up and up. So heels are drawing in here. Imagine that same alignment you had in narrow V, where we were squeezing our heels together and pressing our thighs out. Exact same concept here. Heels are squeezing in, thighs are pressing open. That's gonna help really stabilize your knees. You wanna be able to see all 10 toes in this position. So think about shifting the weight back into the heels and really pulling your pelvis back towards the wall behind you. 8 more pulses with the arms. Give me 4, 3, 2, hold the arms, pulse the hips, down and down. You've got it, down and down. Little pulses, down and down. So arms are still and strong. Pinkies are lifting up to the ceiling. Hips are reaching back. And we're grounding down into the heels here as we pulse the hips. Little down, little down, little down, little down. 8 more, 6 more, 4, 3, stay low, squeeze the arms, in and in. You've got it, in and in, like you're trying to high five your hands behind your back. Go squeeze, squeeze. So the key to tricep work is really trying to get the arms as straight as possible. So think about squeezing the backside of the upper arm, that's where the tricep lives, and really extending energy out through the fingers here. The straighter your arms are, the more effective this work will be into the triceps. You're here for 8 more, 6 more, 4, 3, hold the arms, lift, right heel, left heel, right heel lift, left heel lift. Now could you lift your arms a little higher? Could you squeeze them in a little more? Right heel, left heel. 4 more, 4, 3, 2, I think you know where I'm going. Both heels now, up and down, lift and lower. Press the ankle bones forward. And please know you do not have to lift high. It could just be a little hover with the heels. Off the mat and down, off the mat and down. 4, 3, 2, heels lift to a low hover. Squeeze the arms a little closer. Now flip the palms to face the floor. Pulse the arms up. Go a little up, little up, little up. Now drop the hips. Little down, little down. Please know you can always lower your heels. Give me 16, 15, 12. We're coming down to the mat for our last set of thigh work. 8 more, 6 more, 4, 3, 2, hold it right there. Squeeze the pinkies in. Reach the hips back. Squeeze the heels together. Sink a little lower on the hips. Hold right here. 4, 3, 2, heels down. Rise up. Come down to your mat. If you want a little more cushion for your knees, roll your mat up. Okay. Hips are going to stack right over your knees. Thighs are going to be hips distance. From here, I want you to lower halfway down like you're gonna sit on your heels, but pause before your seat actually hits your heels here. So a little bit of space between the glutes and the feet. From this position, push down into the shins, rise all the way up, squeezing the glutes. 1 more time, slow. Inhale, lower like you're gonna sit on your heels, but stop. Press yourself up. Keep going like that, but reach your arms forward. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press. Inhale, hover. And exhale, press. So, I like to call this thigh dancing. It makes it sound so much nicer than it is, doesn't it? The idea here is that we're keeping a neutral spine the whole time, and the crown of the head is staying stacked over the hips the entire time. We're simply breaking at the hips and then pressing back up. 4 more like that. 4. And press. 3 more. Down and up. If this is uncomfortable on your knees, you can try tucking your toes too, okay? On this one, come halfway to that hover, hold it there, hammer curls, in and out, curl and reach. Really feel your inner thighs drawing in towards one another here. And you can play with tucking the toes under like I mentioned, or if this is just absolutely not working for you, come to a squat instead, okay? 4 more. 4, 3, 2, bend the arms in half, hold it. Little pulses, up an inch with the hips, up, little up, little up. So you're lifting up out of that hover, just 1 inch. Little pulses up, go 8, go 6, go 4, 3, 2, pulse it up, hold it, pulse the arms up and up. You've got it, lift and lift. Elbows are in line with your armpits here. Shoulders are soft, chest is lifted. 8 more, 6 more, 4, 3. We're gonna put it together. Rise up, extend the arms straight. Hammer curl, come to that hover. Exhale, lift. Inhale, hover. I know, it burns. You're almost done with thigh work, you're almost done with arm work. All right, as we press up, push down to the tops of the feet and into the shins. As we hover, you're activating the quadriceps. 2 more. Last one. Hold that hover, arms are bent, little pulse with the hips. Up an inch, up an inch, up an inch. Add the arms, little pulse, little pulse. Give me 16 to a hold, go 16. Go 12. Final hold for thighs is on deck. 8 more, go 8. Go 6, 4, 3, 2. Here's the hold. Squeeze the elbows in towards each other. Soften the shoulders, lift the chest. Breathe. 4, 3, 2. Sit all the way down on the heels. Come to an all fours position. Shoulders into the, hands into the shoulders. Knees into the hips. Take your left leg and just trace circles, releasing the hip, releasing the quadricep. Awesome job. Switch, go the other way. And just like that, you're done with thigh work. That's nice, right? Set the left leg down, let's do the right leg. Trace circles, does not matter the direction. We're releasing the quad, but also opening the hip flexor a little here before we go to abdominals. Switch directions of your circle. Big breath in. And let it go. Set the right leg down. And we'll swing the legs around in front of us. We're going to come into an abdominal series. Okay. I want you to bend your knees. And we're going to, 2 options. Either flex the feet or plant the feet, whatever feels better for you, okay? I'm going to flex them. You're going to sit nice and tall here and reach the arms forward. Now, just like in that thigh dancing series, we're going to maintain neutral. So crown of the head to the hips is going to stay one long line. We're going to take a breath in here. And as you exhale, you're just going to hinge back until you feel your abdominals activate. On your inhale, pull yourself back up. You've got it. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, lift. So coming into a high V series. So the idea here is, unlike a high J where we're rounding the low back, in the high V, we maintain neutral, so the whole spine stays long. No part of it is rounded. Just like a V, right? 2 long lines. I know, did I just blow your mind? 3 more. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we hinge. So a little bit more arm work here as well, since we're keeping the weights on. If it's too much, you can always take the weights off. We're gonna keep going, but as we hinge back, I want you to pull your left elbow back into a row. And then inhale, reach it forward. Stay with the left arm. Exhale, row and twist. Inhale, reach. So we're hinging back in that long line. We're now adding a little rotation through the mid-spine. We're rotating towards the left, and then coming back to center as we rise. Exhale, and inhale. 4 more like that. 3 more. The last 2, you've got it. Hinge. And reach on this one, hinge it back and hold it. Now just inhale, reach it forward. Exhale, hinge it back. So we're staying hinged in the upper body. We're just taking this row with the left elbow forward. Pull it back. As you pull the left elbow back, make sure the right hip is staying anchored into the mat. So as your left elbow rows, you're not pressing your your right hip forward. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Now on this one, I want you to roll that left elbow back, hold it. Bring your left forearm all the way down to the mat, pressing your left hand into the mat. Now walk your feet a little bit closer to you. You're still twisted through the upper body. Take a breath in here. On your exhale, march your left leg up. On your inhale, lower it down. Exhale, march left leg up. Inhale, lower it down. So as your left leg marches, left side obliques are wrapping in towards the belly button here, okay? The right arm can stay extended forward. If you need a little bit more support, you can bring it to rest on the outside of your left thigh, your choice. Use your exhale and really engage the abdominals before you float your left leg up. You're gonna do 3 more just like that. Give me 3. 2 more. On this one, we're gonna march the left leg up. We're gonna hold it. Take a breath in here. On your exhale, yes, you can. Reach the left arm forward, come all the way up, keeping the left leg lifted, and little pulses up, left thigh pulls in, and in. You're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, go 4, 3, 2, cross at the ankles, find a seated cross-legged position. Just take a moment here, releasing through the hip flexors. Maybe it feels good to take a little circle of the chest here. I know we have a second side to do. I haven't forgotten. Just need a little breather for my left hip flexor. Switch, go the other way. Just a little reminder too, like hip flexor pinching and activation can be super uncomfortable. I'm totally with you on that. But it is important. If you're ready, meet me back at center. Your hip flexors work in tandem with your abdominals. Sit up nice and tall. Again, your choice. Your feet can be flat or flexed. Reach the arms forward. Take a big inhale, lengthen up to the crown of the head. On your exhale, just hinge back. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hinge. So whole series on the second side. You know what to expect. There is no surprise two-legged exercise at the end, okay? We will finish on a single leg exercise today. Not for the whole class, just for the abdominal series. We still have a lot of glutes and hamstrings coming for us here. 4 more like this. 3 more. Last 2. On this one, hinge it back, hold it. Just kidding, sit all the way back up. This time, row the right elbow back as you hinge. Inhale, untwist as you rise. Exhale, row and hinge. Inhale, reach and rise. Forgot what I was doing for a second there, but I'm back with you now. So again, this twist comes from the mid-spine. So my hips are not moving. The rotation comes from the rib cage. And we're not rounding the low back. Remember, we have that nice long neutral spine here. So we're really actively working in this beautiful posture. 4 more like that. 3 more. Last 2. This time, row it back, hold it, and then just reach the right arm forward. Exhale, row and twist. Inhale, arm reaches. Exhale, you twist. We're staying hinged back. We're just keeping this rotation going right through the mid-spine. Left arm can continue to reach forward, or if it gets to be too much, you can always rest your left hand on your right thigh. 4 more. 3 more. Last 2. Last one forward. Row the right elbow back, hold it. Bring the right forearm all the way down to the mat. Walk the feet a little bit closer. You're still rotated through the mid-spine. Left hip is still anchored. Take an inhale. On your exhale, march your right leg up. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale, march it up. Inhale, lower it down. So again, really think about activating the right side obliques and hugging the low belly band down before you march the right leg up. Really push into the right forearm and lift up out of your right shoulder here. 4 more. 3 more. Last 2. On this one, march it up, hold it. Take a breath in. On your exhale, reach the right arm forward, come up to this single leg boat pose, little pulses in and in, chest lifts up, right thigh draws into the chest. Give me 8, 7, 6, this is it for core work here for 4, 3, 2, cross the legs, find a seated position, take your hands to the outside of your shins, let's find a cat-cow. Inhale, lift up, opening through the chest. Exhale, round the spine. Keep going like that at your pace. One more time. Find a neutral spine. Come up and over, downward dog. Hips up high. Chest presses towards the thighs. Take an inhale here. And an exhale. Walk the feet forward to the hands. Before you roll up, go ahead and take the weights off of your wrists. If I can find them, there we go. And we're gonna move our weights to our ankles. Once you have done that, go ahead and press down through the heels, bend the knees, and we're gonna roll ourselves all the way up to standing. Okay, you've got your weights around your ankles as an option, you don't have to. And then I grabbed a chair as a support. You are welcome to grab a counter or whatever works for you, okay? Once you're up to standing and you have your weights on, we're gonna spin to face our chair. I want you to step a few feet away from it so you can hinge forward just to rest your hands lightly on your support surface here. Soften both knees, and we're gonna take our left leg and extend it back behind us in a flexed foot position. Pause here. Really push through the left heel. Squeeze the left glute and feel your left hip bone drawing forward as you squeeze your inner thighs towards each other. We're gonna lower the left leg, bound to the mat. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. So long, straight left leg here. Really think about pushing through the left heel. And as we lift the leg, we're doing that by squeezing through the left glute. So rather than kicking the leg back and arching into the back, think about where you can activate right where the glute and the quadricep, I mean hamstring, meet each other. Right at that insertion point, that's where I want you to squeeze and lift. Give me 4 more just like this. 4, 3, 2, lift it up, hold it. Little pulses up with the left heel, up an inch, little up, little up. Now as you go through this series, your left hip is really gonna wanna spin open toward me. Try to keep the left hip pointing toward your support surface, and think about how you can squeeze your inner thighs towards one another and pull your right hip bone back. 8 more, 8, 6, go 4, 3, hold that lift, take a tiny bend in your left knee, and then press out through the left heel to straight. It's a little bend and a big stretch. Faster, go, bend, reach, little kick, little kick. So we're driving down through the left heel here. We're continuing to pull the right hip bone back, and yes, we're absolutely feeling this into the left glute, into the left hamstring, but I also want you feeling your supporting right leg here. So if you're feeling a lot of work into the right hip, the right quadricep, that's a good thing. Give me 8 more, 8. Go 4, 3, 2, keep the left thigh where it is. On an inhale, hamstring curl the left heel in towards your seat. And then exhale, stretch it straight. Inhale, curl. Exhale, reach. So as you hamstring curl, it's really tempting to let your left thigh drop. I want you to continue to push your left thigh back, pull your right hip back, and really feel this work coming from the back of the left thigh, the hamstrings. Curl the left heel in and lengthen it straight. 4 more like that, curl and stretch. 3 more. Last 2 here, go curl. Extend now, curl the left heel in, hold it there, little pulses back with the left thigh, back an inch, little press, little press. Continue to think about lifting up through the crown of the head, wrapping the abdominals around you. Squeeze your thighs toward one another and feel the left heel pull a little closer in towards your seat. Give me 8 more, 6 more, 4, 3, 2, hold it there, take a breath in. On your exhale, you're gonna rotate your hips open toward me. You can take your left hand to your left hip here. Now pause here. Hips are stacked on top of each other, and then ankle is still in line with your knee. So you're still in parallel on the left leg. We just rotated the hips open. On your inhale, close it back up to that starting position. On your exhale, rotate and open toward me. Keep going just like that. So now, we're asking a little bit more of the supporting right leg. We're rotating our hips around the head of that right femur bone, that right thigh bone. But we're continuing to activate the left side hamstrings, pulling the left heel into the seat. 2 more. Last one. You're gonna hold it open. Trace little circles with your left knee, little circle. Little circle does not matter the direction. We're gonna go both ways. Relax your shoulders. Soften through your right knee. And continue to lift up through the outer left hip. Give me 4, 3, 2. Switch, go the other direction, little circles. Relax your shoulders. A lot of balance happening here too. 8 more, 8. You have 1 more variation. Here for 4, 3, 2. Hold it there, press the left thigh back. Little pulses up with the left thigh up. And up. Now you can stay right here, or if you want a little more challenge for the supporting right leg, we're gonna lift the right heel off of the mat, finding a little bit more balance here. Relax the shoulders. Maybe left hand stays where it is. Maybe it reaches overhead. You've got it. 8 more on a hold. Go. 8. You're almost there. 6, 4, 3, 2. Here's your hold. Reach out through the left fingers. Lift the right heel maybe a hair higher. Lift your left thigh bone and press it back. Hold and breathe for 4, 3, 2. Lower it down. Reach the arms up on an inhale. And on your exhale, take a forward fold. Melting over both legs. Maybe you bend the right knee and press into the left hip, getting a little deeper stretch into the left glute and hamstring. Big breath in here. And a big breath out. Bend both knees, push into your heels. Watch out for your support system, little support surface as you roll up. Don't smack your head on it. When you reach the top, we're gonna do the other side. I'm gonna take my chair around so that I'm still facing you, but you do not have to do that by any stretch. Okay, come about an arm's distance away from your chair or whatever you're using. Hands come onto it, we hinge the torso forward. Soften through the knees here, and then press the right leg straight back behind you and pause. Make sure all 5 toes of that right foot are still pointing forward. Right hip draws forward, left hip draws back. Inner thighs squeeze together, and then we're really pushing down through the right heel. Inhale, lower the right leg. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Inhale, we lower. Exhale, we lift. So again, think about how this movement is originating. It's not happening because we are arching into the low back or flaring the rib cage. Nothing should be changing throughout this whole exercise in the shape of your spine. You have that long neutral spine that we just established down in that abdominal work, right? So think about your high V exercises that we just did. Same concept here. Ribs are knitting together, abdominals are hugging in. We're feeling that left hip pulling back here, and it's the right glute that squeezes to lift the right leg. 4 more. 3 more. Hold this one up. Little pulses up with the right leg, up an inch, up an inch. Really think about driving through the right heel, pulling the left hip back, and squeezing through the right glute here. You've got it. 8 more. Go. 8, 6, 4, 3. Hold it there. Tiny bend in the right knee. Big press through the right heel. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press. Faster. Bend, reach, little kick, little push. So continue to soften through the left knee and double check you're not jutting your hips over to the left here. So the work is happening in both legs, and I'm guessing your standing left leg feels pretty fatigued by this point. Mine too. 8 more little kicks. Go. 4, 3, 2, hold it there. Hamstring curl the right heel in towards your seat. Exhale, extend the right leg all the way straight, just like that. Inhale, curl in. Exhale, reach it out. Inhale, curl. Exhale, reach. So think about the right thigh staying in place the whole time. It is not coming forward as you hamstring curl. So you really have to squeeze your right glute to hold that quadricep in place. Hold that whole leg in place, I should say, not just the quadricep. Hamstring curl, and then reach it out. 4 more. In and out. 3. Try to soften through the shoulders. Last 2. Now hamstring curl in. Hold that hamstring curl. Little pulses back and back. You've got it. Back and back. Soften through the left knee. Squeeze the inner thighs in. And continue to hug up through the abdominal wall. Give me 4, 3, 2. Pulse it back and hold it. Take a breath in. On your exhale, rotate your hips open toward me. Take the right hand to the right hip. Pause here. Right hip stacks over left. Shoulders stack over each other. The only thing that did not move here is that bottom left leg. On your inhale, you're going to rotate right back to that starting position, trying to keep the right hamstrings active. Exhale, rotate open. Inhale, rotate close. So a lot of balance work happening here. A lot of work happening into both legs. So again, like I was saying earlier, this isn't the flashiest exercise, right? But I don't know about you. I am shaking, I am twitching. It is all of those muscles that support our hips, our knee joint, our ankle joints. All of those things are really actively working here. 2 more. And that is part of what makes barre so special and unique. Open it out, hold it right there, pause, really press up through the outer right thigh. Trace little circles with the right knee. Little circle, little circle, little circle, little circle. Try to soften the left shoulder and breathe here. Really squeezing this outer right glute and trying to press your right thigh back behind you just a hair more. Go 4, 3, 2, switch, circle the other way. Little circles. We're almost there. Whew, balance is really a challenge for me right now. Got a lot of shaking happening. Go 4, 3, 2, here we go. This is it. Little pulses up with the right thigh. Try to press your right thigh back a little farther as you lift and lift. Go lift. You can stay right here, or maybe your bottom left heel hovers off of the mat. Maybe you stay here, or maybe your right arm reaches overhead. Little pulses up and up. You've got it. Up. We're going to do 16 and a hold. Go 16. Go 12. Keep breathing. Give me 8, 6, 4, 3, 2. Here's the hold. Reach the right fingers a little longer. Lift the right thigh a little higher. Maybe bend a little deeper into that left knee. Hold here for 4. Press the right thigh back. 3, 2. Whoo. Forward fold. Melt over both legs. Take a moment here and just breathe. Maybe you want to bend the left knee, getting a little deeper stretch into the right side hamstring and hips. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. From this position, I want you to come all the way back down to the mat. I'm just going to move my chair out of my way. Little push-up series to finish. Okay, hands under the shoulders. We're going to walk the legs back. Your option, you can either come all the way up to a high plank, or maybe you're like me and you want to modify today. Whatever is best for you is great for me. On our inhale, we're going to come down halfway, and on your exhale, I want you to press straight up. You've got it. Inhale, bend, and exhale, press. So think about leading this push-up with the chest. So the back of the head continues to press up to the ceiling here, and we're really feeling that length through the back of the neck. Elbows go out at a 45-degree angle, and shoulder blades are drawing down our back. 4 more. 3 more. Last 2. Now take this one down, hold it. Little pulses, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up for 8, 7, 6, 5. You're here for 4, 3, 2. One more time, press up straight arms. Take a breath in here. Take a breath out here. We're going to do that series one more time. Push-ups, go down and press. It's halfway down, press it up, down and up. 4 more like that. 4, 3, 2, take it down, hold it, little pulses, this is where you finish, little pulse, little pulse, little pulse, you're here for 8, there's no hold, 6, we stretch, in 4, in 3, in 2, child's pose. Woo, awesome job. Big toes together, knees wide, walk the hands out in front of you and just melt down into your child's pose here. Amazing work today. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Stay here in this child's pose. Just bring your hands together to touch and bend the elbows. Come into a tricep stretch. So the thumbs come to the base of the skull. Your elbow tips walk forward. And we try to soften the shoulders and melt the chest down to the mat. Take a few breaths here. When you're ready, extend the arms out in front of you. We're going to walk ourselves up to seated. Coming to sit on our tush. We're going to find a figure 4. If you want to take your ankle weights off, you can. I really do. Whew. I'm all done with those. All right, we're going to take our right ankle over our left thigh, seated figure 4 here. Now it's totally up to you how close or far from you this left heel is. If you have a little bit less mobility in the hips, you might find it feels more comfortable to send your left leg a little straighter. Maybe you want to rock a little side to side here, or maybe you want to find stillness, totally your call. Lift up through the chest. One more big breath in here, and a big breath out. I want you to take this right leg and extend it out to the right. Fold the left thigh in, so your half straddle stretch here. We're going to take a big side bend, up and over with the left arm. Relax to the left shoulder. Rotate the chest up towards the ceiling here. Big inhale. And exhale. Coming through to center, we'll switch sides. Left ankle is going to cross over in that figure 4 stretch. Right heel comes as close or as far from you as feels good. A little movement is great. Stillness is great. Whatever feels best for you. Take your left leg, extend it out to the left, curl the right foot in, so you're in this half straddle, big side bend. Rotate your chest up to the ceiling, really anchoring down to the right hip bone. One more big breath here, and let it go. Coming up through center. Cross the legs or come to any other seated position that's comfortable for you. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, let it go. And that is your class for today. Amazing work. I would love to hear what you thought about this class. This was a little different, a little more traditional bar class. So I always like to hear your thoughts. Do you like this format? Do you like more my take a little bit of everything and throw it all together bar format? Or do you like the shorter classes? I love hearing from you. I love hearing what you want to see more of, what you want to see less of, those types of things. So make sure you comment and like, subscribe if you haven't. And as always, I'll be back next week with a brand new Barre class. So make sure you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you back here on the mat then.